It's been over 2 years since I started the journey of alternating collection logs and combat achievements. We're now at the brink of greatness, 500 collection logs, completing the Grandmaster combat achievements, and obtaining the Gilded Staff of Collection all at once. The feeling I have is incredible. We stocked up 150 collection logs in the last episode, but it's only a fraction of the 500 we need by the end of this 5-episode series. We have to head into the belly of the beast, Runescape's bot sanctuary, the magic training arena. Something about repetitive cycles that bring consistent GP is attractive to them. I'm not sure why. But luckily, we can spend our time in a total level world to avoid them. The magic training arena has 4 rooms, and you have to get points in each room to buy the rewards from here. I've already purchased the Infinity Boots, the Master Wand, and the Bones to Peaches spell, which means I just need to get the rest of the Infinity set and the Mage's Book. This means I need 1,875 telekinetic points, 1,875 graveyard points, 19,500 enchantment points, and 2,125 alchemist points. No point moping around, let's do the worst room first, the telekinetic room. It's been years since I've been here. When I did this as a low-level Ironman, I didn't have any plugins for this place, or at least I didn't know about any of the plugins. Jagex recently had an update where they made a lot of the MTA rooms quicker, so now the little dude is hustling to get through the maze, and the telegrab spell is a lot quicker. Okay, this one might take a little bit longer than I initially expected. Not a huge deal if it takes a while, that is why we decided to do this room first. And besides, we're gonna get that sick infinity drip.
Whoa.
Making progress, we just made it past the first 100-point mark, so it's not even 10% of the way. I'm getting about 55,000 magic experience per hour, which isn't the worst thing, but for magic it's pretty bad. But if you're still working on getting 99 magic and you care about collection logs, it's probably worth doing this. 1,000 points. Have you ever seen so many points in one place in your whole life? Hello. This is unfortunate, but my OBS decided it wanted to make the recording look like this. Anyways, 1,882 points, so we are free from the slowest room and on to the next slowest. The second slowest room is the alchemy room. There are 6 dispensers to pull from, and you always want to alch from the dispenser with the arrow on it for the most GP. For every 100 GP you deposit, you get 1 pizzazz point. So we need 215,250 GP from here to have enough points. We're up to 158 points, but I am going to log off for the day, so deposit what I have. 83,375, we're up to 992 points. Not quite halfway, but we're making some progress. The Infinity Robes did get a buff last year as part of Project Rebalance, giving them 1% magic damage for the hat, bottoms, and the robe top, but it's still not worth going for the set on any account really, unless you care about collection logs. I think it might be the best set for low defense accounts because you only need 25 defense to equip them. I want them for the collection logs and the fashions cape. My biggest dilemma is going to be if I go for the light infinity set or if I go for the dark infinity set. 1,589 pizzazz points right now. I'm going to deposit after I alch these Addy medium helms, but we should be pretty close once I throw these guys in. I don't think I'll be exactly there, but I want to deposit them. 2,105. Okay, so we're close. Just a little bit more. 2,000 GP should get us right at the mark because it's 1 point per 100, and I just need 20 more. Oh, we might be a little bit over. I think it might just... Nope, we are exactly there. 2,125. Goodbye, alchemy room. Forever. I can't say I loved you. I can't say it's been fun. I'm pretty sure I can finish the next 2 rooms today. They're both fairly quick. The graveyard room was annoying with bananas back when I was at early iron, but once you unlock Bones to Peaches, it goes much faster. Just grab about 12 bones from the pile and use Bones to Peaches and deposit them. It's very quick points. The tech here is to click the deposit box and then Bones to Peaches instead of Bones to Peaches and then the deposit box. You also have to eat some of the peaches sometimes because you'll take some damage, but it doesn't slow things down that much. I've only been here for like 2 hours and I'm already in the final stretch, 1,800 points. So yeah, this was a quick room. Definitely glad I saved the quickest ones for last. I ended up turning on the inventory viewer plugin. It made things pretty nice so I don't have to hop between the inventory tab and the magic tab. I can just stay on one magic tab, kick back, relax, watch a show. This was a super chill room. I accidentally went a bit over on the points, 1,879. So, oh, we get some runes from that? I didn't even know I would get runes. That's pretty nice. Just enchantment to go. There's a bank upstairs. I've been running to the dual arena bank every time I needed to switch runes. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. 18,839 pizzazz points in the enchantment room already. I'm honestly just picking whatever pile. I don't really care about the bonus, and then I'm alcheming them. I am depositing them, but I know a lot of people don't deposit them. The big mistake I made was I always just thought you use the highest level spell possible, so I was using the Zenyte jewelry spell for a long time. That spell is way too expensive, so don't be like me, don't use the Zenyte spell. I feel like a fool for ever doing that. This last inventory should put me over the 19,500 point mark, which means we are done with Magic Training Arena forever. At least forever on this account. I will have all the rewards, unless somebody in the clan did suggest I should get multiple sets of infinity so I can have the light infinity, the normal infinity, and the dark infinity all at once. But I don't know if I'm that crazy. I think all in all this took me about a week, but we do get 5 guaranteed collection logs from it, so that's pretty cool. Our cash-in stack is now at 155 out of 500. The drip will be insane. I just locked myself in the Magic Training Arena for a week, so don't forget to subscribe. For every subscriber I get, I will delay my therapy by 1 day. As an individual that believes in balance, I need to have a PVM day to refresh my soul after all that Magic Training Arena. I did not realize I was going fast on that Muspa, but I just got a 119 PB. This speed task was a pain in my butt. I knew it was a good day to do some PVM. 50,000 more Ancient Essence for the Venator bow. Oh, another Venator shard? Jeez. Okay. I really like this boss. 2 Venator shards in 1 day means I am on a lucky streak. And I have an Armadyl Slayer task from Konar. I need to stock up Brimstone keys, but more importantly, I broke down my Armadyl helmet for the Masori, and I kinda need to get the Armadyl helmet back for all the fallow steps I'll be doing soon. I just realized I forgot my Slayer helm. That's the whole point of doing Kriara on task is the Slayer helm. I might just leave and waste a key. Oh my god, I just got the help like 3 kills in. What is going on today? That's it. I'm canceling this task. I am getting lucky today. I am gonna go blow this luck at Visani. I'm leaving. I'm done. I am unstoppable right now. I'm gonna get that Inquisitor skirt, have full Inquisitor, have everything from Visani, and just be finished. Oh no. 7 Inquisitor bodies. Ladies and gentlemen, do we hear 8? I had to go round up the kill count to 2,500. I'm still set on getting the skirt before Grandmaster, but I am considering switching over to the normal Nightmare for the increased jar drop rate. I know it's more efficient to do normal Nightmare, but it's not nearly as much fun as Visani. Like I mentioned in episode 1, I'm trying to knock out the slower grinds before the quicker ones. It only makes sense that way. 4,000 Chompy kill count is a good place to go now, I think. I made a lot of Rune Brutal arrows to start with, but I'm pretty sure I'll run out of them before the end of this grind, and I'll just switch to the normal Ogre arrows. The process of making the Brutal arrows is a bit slow, and I don't really want to waste more rune bars on them, because I want to save as many rune bars as I can for the sailing update so I can have a lot of runite cannonballs. Besides the better arrows, I'm just wearing my best ranged gear and drinking a ranged potion when I remember. I'm sure there's some balance of prayer potions I could bring to make this quicker by using rigor, but I'd rather just have a ton of the Ogre Bellows to make the process a bit smoother. Yeah, 254 brutal arrows, so they won't last too long to be honest. Well, this is unfortunate. I ran out of rune brutal arrows, and look at all the chompies that spawned. This is Not my favorite thing. We are up to 2,231 kill count out of the 4,000. So I'm just going to use normal ogre arrows for the rest. I haven't done this in a while, but I think somewhere over here you can claim some free arrows. So in addition to the arrows I already have, I need to make sure to keep a lot of arrows. Not in there. It might be the guy out here. Yeah, Rants. Claim arrows. We get 150 daily arrows. They're a lot weaker than the Rune Brutal arrows, but it's not worth making those Rune Brutal arrows like I already said. A Quizmaster. If I could get a stale baguette on this grind, that would make everything worth it. Inside the box, you find a steel plate. Excellent. Another Quizmaster? In the same day? I never have this type of Quizmaster luck. Mystery box number 2. Maybe I should just hold on to these for the big opening, but I'm kind of impatient. Body rune. Okay. A third Quizmaster in one day is somewhat unbelievable. I've just decided I'm not going to stack these. A box in a box? And I got a Sapphire. I'm up to 3,500 Chompies, so I'm almost done, and it's a little bit wild I haven't seen dupe pets. I thought you were supposed to get a ton of dupe pets from here. Speak of the devil, there's a dupe pet. It actually, there's a little parentheses too, so I guess I did get a dupe pet earlier today, and I just completely missed it. I'm a little bit too brains off today, I think. There is 4,000 Chompies killed. So what did you all do with your weekend? And you can't even tell me to touch grass because look at this place. There's grass everywhere. I am somewhat tempted to just keep killing them and kill more and more until I get a dupe pet. Because if I got a dupe pet, it tells you the kill count and the clan would get a very concerning message about me. I'm just going to stop at 4,004, so I have more kill count than everyone that's topped at 4,000. Those casuals. It's time for the Tithe farm. I need the farmer's jacket, the trousers, the boots, and the watering can that holds 1,000 charges. I already have everything else, so we can only stock up 4 collection log slots from here. Luckily, waiters win again. Fully grown plants no longer decay, you can bring 10,000 seeds inside, and you get bonus points. Yes, these updates all happened over 2 years ago, but they're all new to me, so it's nice. I need to get a total of 475 points here for everything I need, which leads me to the question of how to make Tithe farm content interesting to watch. And we are done with Tithe Farm forever. Unless I decide to get those baloney blessings, but I don't think I'll ever do that. Humidify was very nice for this. Those 4 collection logs bring us to a total of 164 log slots stored up. We're now moving on to the Giant's Foundry, and I'm not sure if I'm dumb about this or not. The molds aren't collection logs, but they do speed up your points overall. If you decide to buy the molds, you need to get 27,915 points to buy out the shop. Without the molds, the cost is 22,515. I have a hard time believing that spending 5,400 points for the molds will be worth it, so I'm just going to pass on those and get the 22,515 points. Somebody smarter than me will probably tell me what a fool I am in the comments. And if nobody has called me a fool in the comments yet, you can be that hero. Oh my god, Giant's Foundry is going to take forever. I kind of thought this one would be pretty quick, but I'm only at 6,000 reputation. Not looking good. A little bit over 10,000 now, so I'm almost halfway. Maybe I should have bought the molds. It's too late. Sunk cost fallacy or something like that. I've legitimately been here for a week. But I think this is my last sword finally, unless I calculated this wrong. Okay, got some smithing experience. No more commissions. No more commissions ever. 22,580 reputation, which should be enough to buy everything unless I did my math wrong. I'll go back and recheck it. Oh my lord, I'm an idiot. I've got some bad news. I didn't realize that you could sell things back to the Giant's Foundry shop for 80% of the cost. I probably could have cut off a couple days from this grind because I don't know how much I really care about these rewards. I don't smith a lot anymore at this point. It pays to read sometimes, guys. Well, there is 9 collection log slots, and I would like to move on to the next stacking section, but I've got something more exciting. The clan is hosting the Royal Rumble event. The Royal Rumble is a 6-team bingo event taking place over the course of a weekend. I will be one of 3 of the captains of Team Binquisitor. The goal of bingo events is usually to get as many lines as possible before the end of the event, but our clan is notorious for always blacking out the board, so the first 3 teams to black out the board will win. Each team gets to pick 1 tile to place on the board, so of course, I'm sending everyone to Visani's Nightmare so I have another chance to get that Inquisitor's Curse. Besides that, I have no idea what the board will look like. We just finished the draft. Each team came out to about 30 people plus the captains, so 33-ish people total. I think our team is pretty strong, so as long as we have some RNG on our side, we should be sitting pretty. This is the first look at the board. It's a 6x6 this time, which is a little bit smaller than usual, but that's because the teams are smaller as well. There are a lot of fun tiles, but come on, we all know where I'm headed. Any Inquisitor armor piece, the mace, or an orb, and we're done with this tile, but I'm really hoping I get that skirt. Well, that is the that's the bingo tile. And it dropped with the bass, of course. Oh my. What is that? Pretty sure, yep. That is 8 bodies. We gotta start getting some helms in here soon to balance it out. I mean, I know I'm not gonna get the skirt, but a helm or 2 would be cool. I think that's the only Visani Nightmare tile on the board, which is unfortunate, but I guess that means I can go work on other tiles. 8 bodies is 8 bodies. There we go. That's something to look at. This is just a little bit goofy. This whole log in general, like nothing to say. Never mind. Do we get the back-to-back before we move on? Oh, we got the back-to-back bass drop. So that is cool. It's been a while since Audie and I have done chambers. We've both made a lot of upgrades since then. We both got full oath plate from Yama, and then the Avernic treads. At least I got the Avernic treads from Doom, so those are going to be nice as well because they work for all 3 styles. The main issue is getting back into the swing of things because I've forgotten most of the stuff, so I don't know how much I prepped. I don't remember all the Olm cycles. I'll probably die a few times, but that's okay. I just need to not freak out too much. Harmonized Orb on Ice Demon was the entire reason I started the Nightmare grind in the first place, and it was 100% worth it. A horrible first chambers, but that's to be expected. We are out of practice. There are a couple of tiles we're going for right now. There is a tile to get a challenge mode or a hard mode top kit, but that tile also has dry protection of 75 kill count of either raid, so when Audie and I do a run, we get a chance, but it also counts as 2 kill count because we're on the same team. We can also get Ancestral, which would count towards the any raid armor piece tile, and then there's another tile to get either a deck scroll or an arcane prayer scroll, so this is a pretty good place for us to be right now. And personally, I'm missing the Elder Maul and the Kodai, so both of those would be cool to see. Some people are going to be annoyed about what I just did, but let me explain myself. Normally, I would bring an 8-way mage switch down here and only have 2 or 3 brews. But if I use Scythe instead of the Shadow, I do have slightly less damage on the small mutta, but I can bring more brews and I don't have to flick the melee armor on in between shadow hits. It's easier for me to live and maybe slows the raid down by like 10 seconds, so it's how I'm going to be doing the bottom floor now, because I rage so hard dying in Mudadile and losing a huge chunk of points. Please, Ulm. Ugh, Golorn fangs. Disgusting. Oh, I died.
No.
After a full day of raiding, Audie and I had a combined total of about 1.4 million points, and nothing to show for it, sadly. I decided to wind off the evening with some Vardorvis, but I didn't get anything out of it, sadly, and I ended up just going to bed. The team has been going hard, though, and got the raid armor tile for us and the deck scroll for us as well. So I'll probably find something else to work on in the morning besides the Chambers of Zarek. Good morning. There is a tile for 40 Huasca seeds, so Audie and I will be doing the Huey Codal. I'm actually really excited for this because the alt Senper has been knocking the gem crab lately, so I can finally try this 2+1 method, sitting the alt at the bottom of the mountain in full Justishar. Look at him. He's all grown up and beautiful, Din's Bulwark and everything. I probably should have bought him like an obsidian cape at least. He's got nothing. Oh, he looks like a bot. The beauty of having the alt is he just sits at the bottom praying mage, so he's not really taking any damage because the Justy and the Din's Bulwark blocks the range and it blocks the melee, and then he prays mage to block the mage, and we get all 3 pillars charged, so we get the damage boost, but the DPS is just split between the 2 of us. I really like this method, super chill, and it finally gives my alt a use. Apparently, you can use the Ursine Chainmace on the tail, and it kind of bypasses that weird damage thing, so get a bunch of extra damage. I think that's what I'll start doing. I have so much ether that it's not a big deal to use it at places like this. Dark Clues, is that us? Sounds like us, right? Oh, I just got the wand.
That's really cool. There's no other uniques you can get from this guy, right?
There's the Tome of Earth.
You want to go? Let's just go do a CA from Huey real quick.
Oh, from Doom?
Or not Huey, from Doom.
Okay. I guess I can just leave this instance open. Yeah, got it. The Dragon Hunter wand is actually a really nice pool for me on this bingo. It's going to allow me to fully AFK Mithril Dragons, the King Black Dragon, and possibly Rune and Adamant Dragons, but I'll have to take a look at those 2 in particular. Then, because I have to sacrifice 100 million GP if I don't alternate collection logs and combat achievements, I did one of the easy Doom combat achievements to kill him with melee during his charge phase. I still have a lot of Doom combat achievements to knock out of the way though. Oh! Tebow from America. I think he's on our team.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure I got America. Yeah.
What's that do for us?
Anything.
Anything.
That's right, a mega rare can be used on any tile, so we are using his Twisted Bow on the Dragon Warhammer tile, because that feels like a pretty big grind that we won't have to do. This was really needed, we were starting to fall behind. Oh, 3 Huey hides. That is pretty cool. They have crashed quite a bit though.
Good luck. Oh,
ooh!
We're done! Wait, are we done?
That's 19. I got 12.
19, shoot. So we need 1.
We're at 39 out of 40 seeds, and Audie and I were just going to stay here, but somebody in the group said they were going to go to the Mass Worlds, so it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to stay here, because if we got seeds, we would get like 19 at a time, and we only need 1, so the guy in the Mass World is going to finish this tile for us. The competition has officially reached critical heat stages. 2 teams have already finished, which means only 1 more team can win, and 3 of us are 1 tile away from finishing. Our tile is the Dragon Pickaxe tile. We need 2 of them to win. This is an all hands on deck situation. I'm not 100% sure the fastest method to get a Dragon Pickaxe, but it's definitely one of the Wilderness bosses, and Calvarion feels really quick, especially using the Ursine Chainmace and a Salve Amulet. So this is what I'm going to be trying. I'm not really risking anything if I get PK'd, and the PKers at Calvarion are really easy to escape anyways. Sandview Serums, it's just the icing on top. We got our first PKer. Let's see how you do, Mr. Shark Nado. I usually just run in or out till I can get some sort of gap. That was a weird entangle. I thought he came outside. It looked like... Entangle a lot of damage here. But at least Calvarion doesn't use many supplies, so you can stock up on combo eats for this exact situation. Oh, I might not be getting out though. Okay, he left. He's probably waiting right out there, so I'm just gonna chill. I'm scared to run further in and hit the dogs because if he comes in, I want to be right by the exit. 3 minutes left on his telly block. Is he not coming in? Surely. No way, I just got the kill. And he didn't even hit the boss, so I still get the drop. I mean... I guess we just... Okay, there he is. I should have logged out. What am I doing? He splashed. Guy? This is, yeah, I don't know if he's still there. There he is. Wait just a little bit. I should just log out one of these times, but this is kind of funny. I want to see if I can keep my world because all the worlds are busy right now. There he is again. Yeah, I don't think I can get far away enough to get a gap. Probably not worth trying. Alright. Ah, you got another entangle on me. Am I done for? I'm kind of low on food. I overstayed my welcome. What was that HP? I was so low. Oh my god, he left at the wrong time. Yeah, I'm like out of food. I gotta be smart about this. I am in an unfortunate spot. Can't really dodge this lightning he keeps doing. Hmm. 30 seconds on the TB. If Calvarion doesn't hit you for a while, you can actually just log out. But I keep getting hit, so that's not gonna work. Okay. Well, I guess that guy is done chasing me. I was out of food, so he probably could have gotten me fairly easily. Mr. Sharknado, that was kind of fun. I won't lie. My teleblock has expired. But I'm just gonna kind of wait, see if I can get one more kill before restocking. He's half dead anyways. There we go. Am I rewarded for the tank test? Not really. Okay. Time to go leave and restock. Elite. And that's why Calvarion is the best. That is my 8th Sandfuse Serum drop. What is that drop? A Longbone and an Elite Clue Scroll? We will take it. Guys.
What the heck?
I did the push-up trick. He fell for it.
Hmm.
I didn't think we would actually have a chance at third.
I didn't either. But then people started actually getting stuff. Kind of crazy.
Really? Bots are bad, PKer. I agree with you, but let me get a couple kills before you come interrupt me. Oh, maybe I can put send per outside your world. I can't scout that well. Yeet Viruson got one.
You got one?
You got a D-pick. One more. That's right, the YouTuber Yeet Viruson just got our first dragon pickaxe, so now we only need one more to lock in third place. RNG just let us know there's only 25 minutes until the event ends, and nobody has claimed the third spot, so looking a little bit grim right now. We got it. Oh my god, that was a close one. Oh, how 12 minutes left on the competition.
12 minutes with there were 3 teams.
3 teams went away.
Left.
I thought it was going to be a 3-way draw and we were going to run out of time.
I thought so too.
Deep in Sheep is a legend, and now I can go back to stacking my 500 collection logs at once. We're at episode 2 out of 5 with 173 slots stored. Some pretty basic math shows I need to lose my mind for the next 3 episodes. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss them. A huge thank you to the channel members. In the Distinguished Pensman tier, we have Dakota A, Cody C, Villains Fury, Dreamzins, Avery, Like a Wolf, and Sopa. And then in the right-hand pen tier, we have Timothy C, Maps, Iron Snoop, Mushrum, and French Fry. And finally, in the Sir Pen tier, we have Mr. Blake himself. I could not do this without your support, and I greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.